I'm pretty hyped for this match. Yeti has been picking up the pace again lately, really trying hard and doing very well. And Sinnyboo also doing well, but not been around home too much. It's great to have him back here and kind of get the two, I feel like, best players right now in our scene playing again.
Both of these players have recently made somewhat large splashes out of state. Sinnyboo with the Midwest Mayhem and the Full Bloom performances have been wonderful. Yeti hasn't gone to those recently, but he has been traveling. He's gone to a little bit further in the past to SoCal, gone to St. Louis, and he's just, people know him.
Yeah, these guys have really been starting to make names for themselves, getting out there, meeting the other higher level players and doing well.
But what I was going to say, Sinnyboo does have a Charizard and has used him a lot today. I was going to say, I didn't think he would do that against Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeti is a very skilled player. I feel like Sinnyboo only brings that out when he's pretty certain he's going to win.
Yeah, I think when he's confident that he'll have the reads and just be able to out-neutral his opponent with Zard, but
Not going to do that against TI-84.
I certainly would.
For those of you who don't know, Yeti's two main characters are Toon Link and Mega Man. Mega Man picked up after Swag left the scene in his honor.
Hence that beautiful Mr. Swag tag.
This is a rude edge guard.
Leaf Shield at the edge is a rude thing in any shape or form. I love it when he Leaf Shields with the Metal Blade in hand and then, you know, throws it down and covers with a down air after that, and it's just so rude. It's like, how do you come back?
Getting a few drop frames on the Wii U side.
There we go.
And Sinnyboo had broken neutral for his own benefit at this point. And something that Yeti does differently than Swag is he uses more pellets. Swag was a lot more setup heavy with snag that crash bomb. But with the Metal Blade, with just all sorts of fancy things. But Yeti can get in someone's head with the pellets. Every pellet is a read. Every lemon is a read.
Definitely. You know, something else that we just saw from Yeti that I love that both him and Swag do is the way they stack those up airs to really like maximize the damage when they score one in.
Sinnyboo, knowing that his up air would go through the Leaf Shield, that's a lot of good character knowledge. Ooh, gets the late hit in there to Bouncing Fish. Sinnyboo takes stock one. Didn't realize that the up air, the tornado, would also move the bomb. Sinnyboo loves to cover his ledge regrabs with that grenade.
Oh yeah, because there's that wind box, I think, right? Is that what does it?
And then I would imagine so,
Yeah.
because that definitely blew up higher than it should have. And something you don't normally get to see is Sheik living to 140. That's normally her opponent.
True. I'd imagine, does he have a throw that would kill at this percent?
At the ledge like that, back there would definitely, but I think he needs another 20-30% for up throw to kill.
Very scary situation. Sinnyboo making very smart recovery back.
And Sinnyboo is very good at, when he's at kill percent, playing safe. Ooh, that back air will take it up. He will extend his combos a little bit further at lower percents than he will at the high percents, knowing that there's more of a chance of a counter poke and potentially a stock ended, which is how you have to play the character. Did not have a Metal Blade to start the infinite.
Yep.
And Yeti has been looking for that infinite on stream. He wants it just so very bad.
Yep. He wants it down so that he can do it on stream and other places.
I mean, he definitely has the inputs. It's just sometimes they haven't worked out.
It's tough in a real live set with real live DI. It gets a lot harder because sometimes you're reading the correct DI and they're DI at bad.
That's true. And I'm wondering how Yeti's going to adjust, because Yeti's currently using a lot of elite. Oh, just do it. Just kill him. All right, then.
Jeez.
He's going to adjust by throwing Metal Blade and up tilting. But what I was going to say was he was using a lot of Leaf Shield in order to try to edge guard or like come down.
Yeah.
Seems that Sheik's up air can just go right through that. So that's not as viable as it could be against a lot of other characters.
And Dang, but that was great coverage. That didn't even, Metal Blade doesn't shield poke, right? That was
It
just
can,
pressure.
that one didn't.
Yeah, he just dropped shield and got up tilted.
Yup. And died at 70-something after the hit. That's the rough Sheik life, man. Oh.
And then Rush
down
bouncing
air.
him right back up to make it safe.
And Sinnyboo laughing. That's one of my favorite parts about watching Sinnyboo in the player cam, is he's typically having a good time.
Yeah.
Something silly happens, if he runs into something dumb, he's laughing and squealing, and you might actually be able to hear it through these mics.
It's nice. His emotions are very visible, so.
Metal Blade actually moving Yeti outside of the range of Sinnyboo's bouncing fish. Ooh, great bouncing fish. Sinnyboo extending this edge guard very far.
Saving that jump. We don't jump.
Oh! Oh, that was so smart. Yeti
Yeah.
loves to, in disadvantage, try to land on people and get Phantom Footstools, because we'll often shield expecting, back air or something. But can't Phantom Footstool that Diamond Cutter.
No, you can't.
Another thing that Sinnyboo seems to be very good at adjusting to is one of Yeti's best talents as Mega Man is to pellet people and make them want to jump in because they feel like that's their only option. Then he does a short hop up air and then they get like 20-30%. I don't think I've seen Sinnyboo really fall for that.
Yeah, it seems like most of the up airs he's gotten are just from like a read from an edge recovery or getting one out of the crash bomber.
Ooh, single pellet to grab. Sinnyboo struggling to get back to stage. Yet clearly again looking for that infinite.
I'm trying to call out a jump in, but Sinnyboo not going for it.
So much pressure. Such good combo extensions from Sinnyboo. Up air not quite killing. It will kill eventually, but
Ooh.
fastballers can fall out of it a lot easier. Yeti clearly wants to kill it. You don't often walk up to someone's shield and up smash.
I think he was trying to call out a shield drop again, and this time Neil was like, nope, I learned from last time.
Trade needles for loose shield. I believe that, that should do it.
That was very good. He tried to catch the cross up. He didn't bite before, but then he still knew it was coming. Reached out, grabbed him, and threw him back.
And Sinnyboo's a very composed player, because right now, if I were in his shoes, I'd be like, well, last time I had a similar percent, or he had a similar percent, rather. He walked up and up-tilted me, and I died at like 50.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think we'll see. Ooh!
Oh! The runoff up B.
Wow.
No movement out
Very
of Yeti.
good.
Just a nod. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. That was a good read. Said you're going to hold just a little too long.
And it's safe.
Yeah.
It's a mix-up on itself. She can go back on stage or get back to the ledge, and that's fully invincible.
Oh, yeah, because it starts above it, right? Yeah.
Going to Town and City. I'm just excited to see more of this.
Yeah, this is just
two
real
characters
good stuff.
who normally struggle to kill, too. So figuring out how these guys find their conversions, and somewhat early sometimes.
Ooh, jeez. Especially, too, because, like, Mega Man is a character that's not too hard to combo, but because of his weight, it's hard to finish the stock.
He's a pretty hefty fighting robot.
Like, he has the right fall speed to let you still get your hits in.
Oh!
The part that matters is the hard part.
That can't feel good for Yeti. Neutral getting up into the downswing of that up smash. Mega Man hasn't even like touched the ground. It's been a rough stop.
Ooh, that platform coming in just in time though. Calculated.
Being said, Sinnyboo's all over Yeti. It almost feels like Yeti can't move. And it's the kind of pressure she can put on safely.
I love seeing that the aerial catch stuff with the Metal Blade where he can throw those back airs out and still have the blade in hand, or when he does the pellets and he's pelleting while dropping and catching the blade.
Ooh, great up B to get out of that. Avoiding the ledge jump. These two are playing very well. kind of ready for Yeti just to up tilt again. But he will not get the chance to. I think he's trying to forward air that bouncing fish away.
Oh, rude.
And there's those up airs. They're so good. Yeah. Yeti wants this kill earlier rather than later. Kind of a silly thing to say, but some characters you don't mind. Like, they can live for a while. Sheik's going to combo you for days.
Yeah, you don't ever want to let Sheik live. And it's, you know, you see Yeti go for these jump-in reads, and it's because two of Sheik's best moves are going to be that forward air and that nair that just keep those combos going or get them started.
And Sinnyboo playing very patient, avoiding the moves that can kill him. Using his resources wisely to not get caught by these up smashes and good kill moves that Yeti's throwing out.
Ooh. Watching these two at the ledge is just intimidating.
Waited for the bomb to switch. Waited too long and it came back. Sometimes you think too much.
Ooh. Gets the read, but good DI by Yeti.
Back throw. Yeah, Yeti has been lapped. Sinnyboo's just playing very well. Forward air, not going to take it yet. But
yep, Mega Man, thick boy. Oh, that one.
Gets the 2-frame, I believe. Nope, not a 2-frame. He just hit him before he grabbed on.
Yeah, rough spot to be in, hit wide like that with Mega Man. Once the jump's gone, he's so much more vertical than he gets out of that drift.
And this is a point, as a player with multiple characters, you're probably wondering, should I go Toon Link? Because even the first game with Mega Man, he kind of stole a little bit. Like, he had a great read, but he just walked up and up tilted the man at like 60%.
And you know, you said it. Here comes Toon Link.
3, 2, 1, go!
I don't even remember the last time these two played with these characters.
I really like Yeti's character switches because the dynamic changes. You know, his Toon Link seems a lot more float around your space and wait for you to get, you know, hit by one of his traps. And his Mega Man feels a little more pressure-oriented, float around your space and just keep interrupting you.
Yeah, I agree. It's a lot more placement and movement pressure as opposed to the physical, I'm going to tap your shield with a bajillion pellets.
Yeah.
But Sinnyboo seems to be playing just very well right now.
Definitely. It gets hard when you want to be able to zone out Sheik, but you're behind, so you can't sit there and camp aside. You got to get in there.
The neat thing, or not the neat thing, but the weird thing about any matchup with Sheik, but specifically the ones that I've seen of this in our region, is you kind of have to let yourself get to 70%. That will take the stock before you can actually start to do things. And then Toon Link can just already like practically kill with the forward smash at that point.
Yep. Yeah, and I was just thinking that now without the rage it might be harder, but forward smash against a light character like Sheik around the edge will take a stock at around this percent.
Yeti knowing that Sinnyboo had a regrab, tried to get the down air punish, but yeah, he's going to have to start making up some ground. And Sinnyboo's doing a very good job of not letting Yeti set up his normal traps. He's either catching the bomb or just encroaching on that space.
Yeah. I was thinking about that runoff fair too. I wonder if he was trying to read the grenade or which he was covering exactly with that. Because Sinnyboo known to kind of use the grenade to stall at the ledge a bit.
For sure. Ooh, and the needles. Sinnyboo uses them very well. Obviously, sometimes they feel like installing tactic in the game, but he doesn't just sit there and only needle. He will go in. He will pressure your shield with forward air and get the grabs too. Ooh, so much patience. Finally reacts to the jump away with an out smash. And this is where the game gets really interesting, because one up tilt from Toon Link, and it becomes almost even.
Definitely, it's kind of that same fast volley factor where up tilt's going to confirm into 2 or 3 more up tilts, and then depending on your DI, you might get a forward smash or an up smash out of it too.
Yeah, but now Toon does have just so much rage. He's not going to get nearly as much
Yeah.
off of that conversion.
Because suddenly now she's going to float up and pop out of it, that extra knockback.
Forward smash still doing a good chunk of percent. And the thing is, it's actually on Sinnyboo right now not to lose focus. Because he could lose a stock. He gets, you know, a little overconfident once. Forward smash will kill up the ledge right now.
Yeah, it's on. And these two have, you know, traded sides of the ledge multiple times. That was nice. Going across the stage, though, makes it tough to kill, but certainly gets it off of him and keeps the fear alive in Sinnyboo.
Yeah, and Yeti realizing that, honestly, he's... Oh, yeah, that'll do it. He had almost as much power to end that game as Sheik did. That's why the patience was so good.
But Sinnyboo with that great offstage presence, following Yeti down and finishing the stock, that puts him up into grand finals, right? Yeah.
And that's one thing I've noticed in my time watching is Sinnyboo's edge guarding has gotten so much better since I've started playing and watching.
Yeah.
Not that that was bad to begin with, but
of course.
Those forward airs are actually quite difficult, and you need to be in the right place. And I feel like he's perfected that to a different level.
He's a man that puts in the work. He practices, and you can see it in his play.
And maybe you'll see him on the next BGR. If he keeps performing like he's performing recently, it's a good chance, though. He has to learn to counter-adapt.
You know, because his name is still kind of blooming right now in the scene, he didn't have enough presence to win the compendium votes, but he ended up getting in to go to Hyrule Saga anyways by placing the highest for a non-PGR player. Was that how it worked for that tournament?
Bloom, I believe. Yep.
So he still gets his chance to go out there and make and be exposed to this viewership again. So I'm very excited for him.
And you'll be able to see him alongside alongside Yeti, Jackie Peanuts, and myself, all of which we're all going to Hyrule Saga together. So we'll be there. This is Jaaahsh, disembodied voice to the right, to the left, depending on how you're staring at your screen, if you're upside down or in what orientation you find yourself.
Does make us address him by that full title every time.
Yes, absolutely. Disembodied voice is fine for short. But before Hyrule Saga, there is something very, very significant happening in which you can see Yeti, Sinnyboo242, Scorpio, Nameless, Yeti again, sure, why not? Shinjobi, and all sorts of other folks,
Yetis.
and that is our upcoming regional, Jesus, okay, an upcoming major event. Like
it's big for us. We're proud of it.
Girl, we got people coming in from all over.
Who are those people?
I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm going to talk for a little bit. Both coasts. We got to stall for time because both losers' quarters are going on. In any case, Special Buttons 2018 coming May 12th and 13th to Minneapolis, Minnesota at the Doubletree Park Place. We currently have, I believe, about 70 people registered, which is great considering it's a month away, and you all know Smashers. All right, we know we have, just as a bracket update, we are waiting on Nameless and Scorpio, just for the record. Cookie Tick just defeated Lucky 3-2. In any case, we have for Smash 4 coming in, outside of the talent we have here in the Twin Cities and surrounding states, we have Fallen, now #1 in SoCal.
PGR four-time
PGR four-time PGR Fallen, #1 in SoCal. Coming in, we have Pug West coming in from Rhode Island, my home state. I'm very excited about that. He's not PGR'd. He was PGR'd once. We have 8-Bit Man, never
was that
PGR'd.
First season that he
second
was?
season.
Oh, second season.
He was low 40s in second season.
Because I remember early on watching him and spotting Pug West and being excited to see him play.
Yeah. And we have 8-Bit Man, never PGR'd. And I'll remind him of that every time I see him.
He doesn't get the PGR.
That top 100.
Yeah, he's definitely. I think he was Area 51 or close by there.
No, I was just kidding.
Regardless, we also have Port coming in from Florida, and then a couple other unannounced people coming in from Chicago on the East Coast and West Coast. You'll see that in the month to come. In any case, head over to tinyurl.com/pushmorebuttons for all the information. That's the event page, or downb.challenge.com to register today.
And while you're here, just stay an extra month. Come to Smash and Splash, beginning of June.
Yeah,
That's over in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
We know we have at least a few people that'll be coming to both.
Yeah.
Hang out with us.
For if you are in the Minnesota area and you are excited about playing some cool people, we have 8-Bit Man and Port now staying confirmed for between Push More Buttons and Smash Splash. They'll be around quite a bit. They'll be it every weekly. 8-Bit Man wants on our PR real bad because he's not killing it in Florida. I mean, what? Hi. Well, MVD and Eastham are gone there, so he might be PR'd again. In any case, it looks like we have losers semis getting ready for you guys. I'll leave you to Bruises and Chippy Butter. Come to Push More Buttons.
What are those sunglasses? What is this alter ego?
The attitude.